da şöyle vereyim. Abi ben sizden 10 lira daha alırsam. Good morning, guys. Hope you're having an amazing day. It is Ping here. Today I'm in the city of Istanbul, one of the most important, most magnificent street food cities in the world. We're gonna eat a lot of local classic Turkish dishes. We're gonna really try to unlock the hidden culinary secrets of Turkish cuisine. But we're just gonna head to our first stop first for breakfast. It is currently 7 in the morning. Let's go eat. First stop of the day, and it already looks so delicious. We're at a really famous stall called Lezzet-i Sark, and they serve a dish that I just really want to try. It's called beyran. It's a dish from Gaziantep in eastern Turkey, and it's basically a soup but with lamb and rice, and then there's a layer of lamb fat on top. And when he just came out, you can just smell how fatty that is. And even just looking at it, the layer of oil on top is so unhealthy. But you can see there's rice and lamb on the bottom, so it's almost like a gumbo of sorts. But wow, the smell, it just smells so hearty, so warm. Man, I can't wait anymore. I haven't had anything this morning yet. Gotta go in and give it a try. If you are 80 years old, you lose your teeth and you can't chew, this is literally the perfect thing for you. The lamb, it is falling apart, and I literally mean falling apart. It puts up no fight at all. It is almost as soft as the soup itself. And let's talk about the soup. You have a bit of spiciness. The gaminess of the lamb is basically really cooked out already, and then you have that fat, that super unhealthy, oily layer. It's a spicy, oily broth. It's almost like a hot oil, like a Chinese hot oil, but they put lamb in it. Wow, I don't think I've had a soup better than this, and that's saying a lot because I've had a lot of soups before, but nothing comes close to the depth of flavor, the richness, the gaminess, and the ingredients inside are just amazing. You can see the grains of rice and the lamb. Oh, that is so good. Now, there is some bread on the side, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to split a piece of the bread, dip it into that soup, maybe get a piece of that lamb. Oh, this is gonna be such a good bite. Let's give it a try. Garlicky, chili, lamb, oiliness, covering a piece of bread. Oh my god, this is heaven. This might be the best warm dish I've had in Turkey. Wow, mine is blown. This is the perfect breakfast. It's warm, it's hearty. I mean, I haven't had anything warm this morning. I haven't had tea or coffee, but this makes up for it. This is so good. And you have to do it with the bread. The bread is like a natural absorbent of all the spiciness it has. And I mean, the bread is really nice. It's like a thin, flat sort of bread. I can't get over the fact how soft the lamb is. It literally, it doesn't melt. It just disappears. There is no melting process. It goes from solid to air. It doesn't go through the liquid phase. It's just so so tender. It is just disappearing in this soup. It's not even putting up a fight. This is the softest lamb I've ever had. No question about it. Wow, you have to come try this out. I did see a little stall that was selling some sandwiches or something like that. I'm not sure what it is. A lot of locals were lining up. Let's go check that out. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the name of this store is Namli Pastarmachi, and I think they're like a little Turkish deli. But they have this like warm array of breads and goods. He said that this is a salty meat. I'm not sure what that means, but let's go ahead and try it out. The bread, the outside is almost like a pastry. It's almost like a egg, sesame, almost like a Chinese pastry if I really think about it. Inside is really fluffy. It's like a white fluffy bread, but the meat, I mean, it is just cooked until it's super soft. There's onions inside, there's a ton of ingredients, but there isn't a lot of meat. There's more dough than there is meat, which I'm not a fan of. I wish it was stuffed to the brim with meat. I think the star of this one is the meat, although it's not a lot, is very good, it's high quality. And the pastry is crispy, you've got the crunch from the sesame, you got that egg coating on the outside. Yeah, that is really good. I would, if I were you, totally try and get one. He doesn't really speak English, so you're just gonna have to say meat, salty, sweet, whatever it is you want. He'll try your best to accommodate, but yeah, this is really good. Definitely give it a try. Next up we've come to is a place called Lale Pudding Shop. It's been around for a long time, and Bill Clinton came here. It's really famous, world famous pudding. What I got was the rice pudding with cinnamon. Let's go ahead and try this out. Oh, that's so good. So on the top there's a bit of cinnamon, but that sticky rice texture, it's almost like a jelly rice. And it's really sweet, which I love, and the cinnamon gives it just that hint of spice that it needs. It's almost like that Hispanic dish, arroz con leche, which is that rice with milk that they boil down and they put some cinnamon on top. This is really similar to that. The texture is kind of like jello-y, watery rice. On the top is a little bit burnt, it's a little bit sticky, it's congealed on the top. But the cinnamon, oh man, that is beautifully done. Cooled to a perfect temperature so that it's not hot, it's a cold sort of cooling dessert. Oh wow, this is so good. This pudding is really out of this world. It's perfect amount of sweetness, perfect amount of cinnamon. The texture is that sort of gummy rice texture, porridge almost, with that congealed layer on top. Oh yeah, that was one of the best sweet desserts you can get. They ran out pretty early. I came yesterday and they ran out by nighttime. So definitely if you want to come get rice pudding, that's the place to go, and go early in the day or else they'll run out. Alright, next stop, let's go get some food.
Şöyle vereyim. Abi ben sizden 10 lira daha alırsam. 10 lira? Evet. No, please.
Thank you. We've come to the next stop for today. It's a place known as DONER Sahin Usta. But first I got a drink called Aryan. I'm not sure what it is. Let's try it out. Like a super sour milk yogurt almost. Oh, On its own, it's okay, but I think that it helps to cut down on the fat from the doner. I mean, just looking at it, it's spilling with juices. I got mine with pita, and it is just, wow. The smell is amazing. There's tomatoes, onions, some herbs, and then of course, the doner itself. Let's go ahead and try this out. That's the best doner I've ever had. The bread, it's so oily, it's so greasy. It captures all the juices and oil from the meat. And of course the meat is covered in onions and tomatoes, which adds that sort of vegetable fragrance to it. I mean, that is amazing. The bread itself, it's so well seasoned, the pita bread, and the sort of bouncy texture it has makes it really nice. The meat itself, on some edges where it's really burnt, it's super crispy because it's such a thin layer of meat that they cut off the doner. But at the same time, it's still so juicy. It's crispy and juicy at the same time. And after you have so much oil and grease, you take a bit of the Aryan and drink it in. Oh, that's the perfect combination. Some sour yogurt, some delicious kebab. Oh wow, I am so satisfied. This is hands down the best kebab I've ever had in my life. No question about it, the best doner kebab ever. Oh, I'm so happy right now. That just might be one of the best bites of food, I think, in Istanbul, maybe in the whole world, that doner kebab. Mix it with some Aryan. Best combination ever. Could not be more satisfied.
Lunch. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. How are you?
Very good.
You know, that one is beef,
Okay.
and then chicken,
Okay.
and then eggplant moussaka,
Okay.
and then meatballs,
Okay.
spinach,
Okay.
green beans with inside is lamb,
Okay.
and then it's okra inside is lamb,
Okay.
and then chickpeas,
Okay.
and then rice.
Okay. Next stop today, we are at a place called Doyuran. It's a local esnaf lokantasi. What is an esnaf lokantasi? Well, an esnaf lokantasi is essentially a worker sort of quick lunch place that serves good, cheap, classic, local, delicious food. And that's what we're all about. I've gotten 2 dishes here. They have a whole wide array of options available at the front of the restaurant. But I went for the beef and potatoes and their eggplant moussaka, which I've heard is absolutely divine. Anyways, we've got to go in. I'm just gonna first try the beef and potatoes. Let's give it a try. Oh, that is so comforting. It's like so home cooked. You can almost taste the homey flavor to it. The potatoes are nicely cooked, really soft. The beef is so tender. I mean, I'm not even biting. It's not as tender as the lamb this morning in the soup, but wow, that is really nice. It just gives you a very like homey feeling. You feel like this is a family that cooked this dish for you. There's no MSG or any of that. It just feels like real good original ingredients. And that's what all these lokantasis are about. Next, I'm gonna go for the eggplant moussaka. I've heard that the eggplant moussaka here is amazing. And looking at it, it's full of color. It smells amazing. Wow, I just gotta go in and give this a try. I did not know that you could make a dish with vegetables taste that good. The eggplants themselves, they're cooked until they're super charred, really crispy. The skin of the eggplants are all like really charred, but I mean, it's got a really strong umami flavor from the meat. But the meat isn't the main star in the moussaka, it's the eggplant. And the eggplant is just, the texture is amazing. Overall, a classic little lokantasi. It's been open for over 20 years and it's still been serving these home-cooked dishes that workers from all around Istanbul come to get lunch. Really, really good, amazing, delicious. I can't even stress how delicious this is. I'm going to end the video here. So part 2 for today will be in the next video. And like I said, this is going to be a huge series on Turkish food. So just wait out for the next food video and I'll show you guys what is great to eat in Turkey. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've tried to show you some really delicious foods here in Istanbul. And I'll see you guys on the next food and travel video. Bye guys.